Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. A couple of minutes late. I was just having to set up and make a coffee with my old merchandise mug. So, yeah, if you're re-watching this or just a new viewer, first time watching one of my streams, if you like any sort of weapon-related stuff, you'll like this channel. You know, any of this kind of stuff. I've even got a weapons testing dummy called Zombot now. If you look on my latest videos, actually it's the ad for my video, you'll see him on there, Zombot. So if you like that kind of stuff, you like this channel. If you ever wanted to support me, because the Patreon supporters and that do fund those kind of things. It does cost money to make some things and buy the finish for things like that flail there, you know, for varnishes and stuff like that. You know, most of my stuff, materials I get for free, but some things I have to buy every now and then. So if you ever want to support those, there's a Patreon which you can join for $1 or 79p. You can join it from 79p a month, not a day, not a week, 79p a month. So fuck all to people, really. I mean, you're not going to miss 79p a month, are you, really? You can join that. That's Patreon. Just sign up and do that. If people wanted to, but I'm not really fussed about it, but it means a lot if I do, but I'm not really asking. There's a PayPal donation thing. It's in the description. You'd have to send me an email saying, can I donate? And then I'll send you the details. There's that. But if you shop at eBay, Amazon or GearBest, if you shop at those websites, use my links. Lots of people do it. Someone's just spent 159 quid altogether, or two people did, I think, spent 159 quid recently, and I got about probably 8 quid out of that, I think. Yeah. So shop at the links I provide on all my videos. They say Amazon, eBay, and GearBest. Use those links. Buy anything you want. Doesn't have to be weapon related. You buy literally anything. Yeah, I'll get 7 to 10% of what you spend, or around that. You know, electrical goods is like 1%, I think. And then lastly, if you ever wanted any, there's merchandise. So there's, and you know, I'll get a profit out of that. So there's WeaponCollector mugs, WeaponCollector t-shirts, and hoodies, and loads of stuff. And there's more than just those designs. There's a couple of more designs. There's stickers you can get. See the stickers? There's one there. There, and there. And also, if you join the Patreon, you get your name on here, so you can advertise your channel. Pretty much, if you want to advertise your YouTube channel, 79p a month, you can have your name on there. Right, I'll come over and see who's on now. That was a bit of a long one today. All right, let's put it on live chat. See who's on. Marcus, right, mate? Slow mode should already be on, Marcus. Leonard, Zed, British Bulldog, Liam, Peach, Richard, Leonard, Zed, and the Varga vlog. And I do like chicken pie, as you ask every single time. All right, let's just have a look. Yeah, remember to like the stream. Yeah, what you all been at? Kim, you right, mate? Turn this around a bit. Right. Everyone's just saying hello to each other at the minute by the looks of it. Pete said, got my M55 coat using your eBay links for some 70 quid. Oh, nice. When did you get that? When did you order it, Pete? So I could see how much I got for that. Sometimes, say if you ordered it on a Friday, I might not know till Sunday or Monday. There's a couple of days sort of delay. Matt just put a video on, did he, Lennon? That's good. The British Bulldog, can you see my comments on Liam's stream? If you was commenting on there earlier, I did not see them, mate, no. You know, who knows? Either, yeah, I couldn't. I didn't see them on there earlier. No, I didn't see you on there earlier. Varga vlog said 8 weeks now, but I'm still studying. I'll get the notifications. Donna, you're right. Frost Alaskan, you're right. That's a new person. Oh, I might know today then, Peach. Yeah, let me have a look. I'll have a look. It might come up today. It's a bit quiet at the minute in the stream, so I'll have a quick look for you. I don't think I've. No, I have actually looked at the. Pretty sure I've looked at this one today, and there was nothing on it yet. Yeah. Hang on. No, there's nothing on there yet. Yeah. No, there's nothing on there yet. But as I said, it takes a couple of days for it to come up. Give it a couple more days, and I'll tell you if it's not on by then, something's gone wrong. But you know, it don't matter. Weapons, I said, yeah, I said earlier, good day for me. Finally got some repeat prescription sorted. Yeah, that was good. That's a good thing for you. It's what you've been after for a while, isn't it? As I said, that's similar to what my mum has, a similar sort of prescription to that. But she's obviously a lot older than you, so they sort of don't mind doing it so much. I think they get a bit strange when you're young, don't they? Richard has finished the new force today, testing it tomorrow. Hopefully it works. Yeah, I'd like to see that, Rich. That'd be good to see you back doing your the thing that you like doing. It's just a shame that you can't do it at the minute, isn't it? Or do it to the degree you want to do it. British Bulldog, have you seen my DIY dog mascot video? No, I've not. I've not seen that in my subs though. Then I see the Warhammer's out already. Might think it needs a name. Yeah, there it is with the flail next to it. Yeah, I might have to give it a name. We'll have to have a think, unless you lot can think of one tonight. That's a good idea. Sam, you're right, Sam. Pete said, got home a bit ago and opened my book of Eli Machete. Oh, yeah, I forgot you was getting that today. You said on Liam's stream, didn't you? Yeah, that's good. Always nice to open something like that. You know what I mean? Come back to a nice package. Mean Machine, you're right, mate. He said, how's your day been, mate? Yeah, not bad. I got up early today, so I'm actually a bit tired. Not too tired, but I got a nice coffee here anyway. So when it, yeah, I've just had a strange day, doing sort of nothing, but sort of, you know, yeah, strange old sort of nothingy day. But I had to get up early. We had the gas man come round today. Rob, you're right, Rob. And he said hello to everyone else. Pete said, worth it for 21 quid. There's a black sheaf as well. That was not even in the pics on the site. Yeah, that's a bonus, isn't it? Yeah, I just think that's well worth that, especially with a sheaf as well, isn't it? The British Bulldog. When did you upload that video? Has it been on for a while and I've missed it in the subs? It's not been in my subs recently. Yeah, I did not see your comments on Liam's stream earlier, though. What was I said? Bloody weird. We had our annual boiler service today as well. Yeah, and that's strange, Liam. Yeah. Yeah, very weird. Oh, a back sheaf, not a black sheaf. Oh, back sheaf. Yeah, that's even better. Yeah, good that you put that back on. I'm great, Mike. Howdy, Leonard. Just finished watching your videos, Marcus. You're the best at music, Josh, man. Yeah, he does put some good music on. I just watched yours as well, Marcus. Just before this, I just watched your rap video. But I was rushing about, so I didn't have a chance to comment. But yeah, I literally just watched that. Richard said, when I was welding, Leonard, some plastic sheet in my workshop caught fire. Got it put out as soon as possible. Fuck's sake, Rick. Yeah, you do seem, well, your little work area does seem to have a bit of a fire hazard. Haven't you done that before or something similar? I remember you saying, Rich, I think. Weapons Officer said, yeah, and we're both talking about needing to top up the boilers the other day as well. Yeah, Prophet, that's quite bizarre, isn't it? Yeah, that's a glitch in the Matrix, I reckon, isn't it? Then it was he said, call the hammer smack and the flail whack, then you'll have smack and whack. Fuck's sake. T2, right, mate. So if you have enough if I have a nothing day, I'm more knackered than ever. Yeah, it's strange, isn't it, them sort of days? Yeah. Yeah. Quite bizarre. Maybe it's because you never fully wake up or something, you know what I mean? Silent plague, doctor, you right? If I go up on it, I just want to see. Just wanted to see what statistics there was on here, stats on here. So I'm not on that thing I was on last time, if you lot remember. I'll have to get you lot to tell me, because on that thing I couldn't do Marcus's dreaded slow mode. Like I said, Sam, cheers, mate. I just got through my. I just go through my music library and think this one will go. Yeah, it suited it. It suited it. I said, I always find at work I'm more tired after sitting down for a break than if I didn't have a break. Yeah, maybe it's because you start to settle or something. 20 watching but 13 likes. Yeah, come on, get liking. Richard, I think the other time was my hair in a t-shirt that caught fire. I told you about 4 months. Yeah, I remember you mentioning something like that, Rich. Pocket full, you right, mate? They're fully working order already. I've got like the best physiotherapist and best microsurgeon going, mate. Just when you threaten them with a, you just threaten them with a warhammer. They say I'm on really good. Alright, where am I? Sam said, Marcus, your library is to be envied. Marcus said, yeah, I want the bad things. I want to do bad things to that fucking rat. Yeah, I hate rats, dirty old things. You know, like them kind of rats. You know, I don't mind them, like, you know, people have pet rats. That don't bother me. But rats in your fucking garden, you know, they're fucking, you know, they're going to be dirty bastards, aren't they? Just turning a couple of things off, and I still have my PlayStation 4, my radio turned on, and my phone charging. Plague Doctor said, oh yeah, I commented on that video. I was really confused. What video? Oh, like I said, I put most of my CDs on there. Yeah, I always used to put all my CDs on my old computers. I don't bother anymore. Just that laziness. But it was good to back them up on your computers. Bit easy to get hold of everything now, though. Then I said, enjoyed the flail build, Mike. It would be amazing with lead in it. Sit. I will do it one day. The only thing is, at the minute I ain't got no lead, the only other option was to fill it up with pellets, 177 pellets, which would work. But I thought, to be honest, that would probably cost about fucking 10 quid to fill that up with pellets, because you'd need a whole tin or two. But it'll get done one day, because it wouldn't take 5 minutes to unbolt it. Same with the chain thing. If I need to shorten the chain, that'll literally take me 2 minutes. Bolt crop it, open the thing up, put it back in, shut it up. Jed said to Marcus, if you ain't careful, you'll have a mole, a badger, and a toad coming around to have a word with you. JBA Bushcraft, right, mate? Type Plague Doctor. I have a new butterfly knife. I might make a video on them. Nice. Is that one's like a bladed one, or like the ones we can have over here? You know, like the ones without the yeah, church root peach. That way. I should go and have a look next time I go out. Tim said, I always give a like first thing, usually before I watch the video, as I know it's always going to be a good one. I'll tell you what, Tim, though, I'm terrible for liking people's videos. I'll go on to Liam's streams, right, and I'll say to everyone, don't forget to like the stream, and I've not even done it myself yet. That's what makes me remember to do it. I have a really bad habit of, especially on live streams, forgetting to do it. But it done half help, you know. All of my stats lately, because of that like thing I've been putting on my videos, nearly all my videos get shared more now because people are actually liking it. I'll just have a look at them pictures in a second, Peter. I've got my phone out. Paul said, what's the green thing above the wall board? That's a green screen. So if I ever want to, I can put that down. But it also means if I ever have certain people in here, I can put the 2 crossbows or the 3 crossbows under my bed, put that green screen over it, and then you can't see them. Yeah, not that they're illegal or anything, but it's just some people, you know, they don't know what to think when they see things like that. Some people don't. So sometimes if I need to cover them up, I've only ever needed to do it once, But yeah, it's a green screen as well, so I can pull it down, pin it, but also it covers all that up if I have to. As I said, I've only ever needed it once. Weapons and stuff said, what about something like filling with PVA glue would increase the weight a bit at least? Yes, yeah. There's loads of things. I suppose you could put sand in it. You'll be surprised. It is quite heavy anyway, being brass, because brass is quite heavy metal anyway. That's why they used to make darts out of it. So it's reasonably heavy anyway. It's just you could make it a lot heavier. But yeah. Well, I'm going to try and catch up. Slingshot, you right, mate? British Bulldog said, bought a new PC for Nan's, place where I made the DIY dog. The gaming PC is at my mum's. Right, Plague Doctor. Yeah, don't have proper blades. Do not worry. Piggy Wig, you right, mate? Sam said, Mike, did you set the ground rules about food and jokes? Referee Liam stream. I know, I didn't actually mention. I completely forgot. No, I'm not too bothered anyway. Maybe I'll have to bring them rules out later on. The second half. Bristol, you right, mate? Richard said, would cement be any good for adding weight to a mason? Yeah, it probably would, wouldn't it, Rich? Probably would. JBO, do you have a favourite home build? The most recent one would definitely be the Warhammer, but there's loads I like, actually. The Machete Bowie. Anything, I'll be honest with you, anything that comes out really good with little effort is normally my favourite ones, because they're enjoyable to do, but you get a good result. Some of the stuff can be a fucking pain in the ass to make, and they're not quite as good as you wanted it. Yeah, nearly everything I've made recently, I've been really happy with it. But there may be other things down the line. I've made loads of things, crossbows, and my arm crossbow is pretty good. Thing shot. Did anyone see the new Joker trailer? I've not seen that. Will, you right, mate? Sorry if I missed anyone. I'm just trying to skip a few just to get down. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yeah, it's not bad. Been all right. Yeah. Don't say to Marcus, you're wasting your time trying to kill those things anyway. The squeaks will inherit the earth. Yeah. And there's a 20 to 11. 20 to 11. It suddenly be what's your favourite food, etc. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Leonard said he loves the Warhammer. Or Mike loves the Warhammer. Yeah. I'll tell you why I like that so much. I've been after something like that for fucking ages. And it was just a case of keep looking every sort of couple of months. Keep looking for the perfect hammer. Keep looking. And then I fucking found it. And it was like, fucking yes, I can do it now. I've been waiting probably 2 years to find the perfect head for that. Because they was never quite right. They was either too curved or too big, too small, wrong handle. Too expensive normally is the thing. My walking sticks, the heavy duty walking stick was quite good. I quite like that. The British Bulldog is only 50 quid, but my mate's with a guy who owned the IT shop in Barnsley, so he bought it down to 20. That's decent, that is. My computer, Windows 7, 4 GB RAM, 350 GB hard drive with a monitor and a keyboard and everything was 80 quid, refurbished. Pocket full. Is there any weapon survival piece of kit that you want but can't or yet to get? What's on your radar? I'd love to get, if it was legal, I'd love to have loads of trench knives and all that kind of stuff, and knuckle dusters and brass knuckles. Although you can own them at the minute, they may be making that illegal soon. Not really sure, because I'm quite restricted on my money now. I try not to look at too many things because it's like teasing yourself. I wouldn't mind trying out that adder crossbow, getting one of them to see how good they are. The only thing that puts me off of them is having to have them. You have to get specific fucking bolts for it. But no, not off the top of my head, Pocketful. I can't think of anything. Rob, change your name again. So I liked your channel 5 times and subscribed 5 times with 5 emails. Is that cheating? That's sake. Cheers, Rob. He cracked me. Is that why all the different names? Different accounts? Yeah, that's right. Leonard said, when's next night out, Mike? Do you know what? I don't know. if I'm not barred, I'm never going back to the pub we regularly drink in now anyway. But I may be barred anyway. But if I'm not going back there anyway. So that's that done. And then the only other place is the football club, which is so boring now it's not worth going to. Because usually we go to a certain pub, but I don't want to go in there unless they have a different manager. You're not manager, owner. Because the bloke's a fucking dick. The next thing coming up is my birthday, the end of this month. So I don't know. I might do something for that. But no, nothing planned, Leonard. Slingshot, I wonder what you found to make that flower possible. What do you mean, Slingshot? Write that again. I wonder what you found to make that flower possible. Well, I found a door with a big old brass knob on it. Chain was in my shed. The handle's from the door as well. See, that's if you look, that knob and that handle are from the same door. What has happened so far in the stream? Not much, mate. Just the usual conversations. Sam said to Marcus, mothballs have ingredients that are anti-pesticides. Not sure if legal for you to do, though. Corporate pest companies here like to outlaw anything that puts them out of work. Pete said, could you fill the head with sand? Yes, yeah. Will said, why are you barred, Mike? There was nearly a fight. We wouldn't leave because we're used to just staying there. Like when it comes to, it was a new manager, a new owner. Normally, when it comes to the end, we just stay. And he kept asking us to go, and it turned into a bit of a fucking thing. Yeah, so if we're not barred, I'd never go back anyway now because he's a fucking twat, basically. Yeah, ABO said, you saying about looking about weapons, that's why I don't go on Wish as much anymore. Usually end up wanting most of the weapons on there, but you know you won't get through custom. Yeah, that's it, ain't it, mate? It's like teasing yourself, isn't it? So I don't bother so much now. Jumble Sabu, you right, mate? Sam said, fill the head with lead. Well, that's the plan, Sam. I will, if I can get some lead, I'll do it. The only thing is I don't have any lead. The only other option was filling it with lead pellets. And to fill it up with lead pellets, that would probably cost at least 10 quid or more. And that's 10 quid I'd rather spend somewhere else. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is definitely the plan for lead. Slingshot, yes, that's antique doorknob if you got there. Yeah, that was off my front door. That was my front door. The knob came off my front door. And the handle for the door is and if we'd have had a fucking one of those chains, security chains, I may have used the chain for it as well. I don't think we did. I can't remember us having one on there. Silent Plague Doctor, one of my knives has a spring to keep the latch from hitting the bite handle. Yeah, that's good when they do that. Pocketful said, here's one for you. Has anyone ever recognised you from your YouTube channel out on the streets? No, not me. To be honest, I don't go out a lot. But Malk has been out. JGR Survival, you know, that's my brother anyway, don't you? And someone's recognised him, but thought it was me. I think Malk's been recognised in his own right, but also someone saw him and thought it was me. I said, oh, all right, Weapon Collector. And he said, no, I'm his twin brother. So, yeah, so I've sort of been recognised. Said, that's why old people never have flies hovering over them due to the smell of mothballs. That might be it, isn't it? Hey, Rob's back on now, a different channel. I think if filling the doorknob with lead may be best. With lead shot like sand will move and compact. Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually, yeah, that's a good idea, that is, Rob. Mark said, cheers, bud. I'll look into getting mothballs. I soaked the area with bleach earlier. And I'll see what that does. Slingshot said, the next thing you should be steel pipes. I found mine left over from the shop. Kind of like 10 kind of deal. They're throwing them away. Oh, that's good, isn't it? As I've said, I don't know if you read my last comment, so we'll repeat it. Oh, no, I've missed that. Yeah, where's that? Oh, I must have missed that one. Yeah, I missed that, yeah. Feels really weird to me not working tomorrow. Already checked my rota like 10 times this week to confirm I actually have this Saturday booked as holiday. Yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it? when you know when that sort of feeling, because you expect to go to work. Tech boy, hey, would you like to help him reach 30k subs? Hey, would you like to help? You gonna help me out, Tech boy? Yeah, I'd like that. Well, the problem is I have to have the slow mode on here, otherwise I can never I can't keep up with the because I like to read every single comment. So I put if it was slow mode on, I can read every single comment then. Otherwise it'll just be every 5 or 6. Damn, Marcus, it's basically like making miniature fumigators. Just remember, don't put them where people and pets are without ventilation. Then I said, you're growing veg this year, Mike. I haven't started yet. I suppose if I'm gone, I better hurry up. But so probably not, Leonard, if I'm be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. My greenhouse is full of wood and stuff at the minute. So it's like a shed at the minute. Marcus has said, at first you and Mark look very alike, but once you get to know you both, you look very different. That's true. It's the more you know us, you can tell. I think a lot of people's problem is they know which one. Even my relatives do this. They know which one they're talking to. So they know I'm the one who lives here, and they know Malcolm's the one who lives with, Luke and that. But they can't remember which one's which. So I always get called Malcolm by my own relatives, and Malcolm gets called me by, our relatives. But it's not that they don't know which one's which. If you know what I mean. As I said, they know I'm the one who lives here. They know Matt's the one who works with our dad and stuff like that. But they get mixed up. But then I think it all depends. And some people do say we look really alike, but it tends to be people who don't see us very often. But you're right. Peach, why are you writing that? I'm not reading that out. You read that out. Shout it out loud. Slingshot Warrior, have you ever thought about making a Q-tip like I got? It would be an interesting challenge to see you try to build something like I built. I'll think about it. The only thing is it's getting all the tape and that. I would have to do it my own way. Getting hold of the tape would cost a bit of money. But yeah, I'm up for trying that. If I can think of a way that wouldn't cost me a lot to buy. Because if I do that Q-tip, at the minute I would have to buy tape, glue, 3 different tapes, unless I can find something to do where I don't. Pete said he's read-checking me. Don't read everything out. All right, to a degree. If someone's trying to trick me, if one of my mods is trying to trick me. Fuck's sake. Monteroki, if that's how you say your name, said, how much coke do you do on a daily basis? What's that? Because of sniffing and keep rubbing my nose. Now, I have a weird thing that as soon as the stream starts, I get an itchy nose. Do I look like the kind of bloke who could afford coke? I have to do a fucking begging bit at the beginning of each fucking video. It's not really begging. Dumbledore Bush, Mike, do your other brothers look like you two? No, the funny thing is my other 2 brothers are taller than me and Malcolm. They do have a bit of a look to us, but they're probably, my other 2 brothers are probably getting on for 8 inches taller than me and Malcolm. But those 2 look very alike, even though they're over a year apart. People think they're twins, but they're not. Slingshot said, I wonder if Mike will around during the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. That's one party that I would not go to. No, I've got nothing against the Queen and that. I like the royal family. I watched the Queen's Jubilee on the telly. I wouldn't go to it though. Giant Plague Doctor. The 2 knives. One is an RGB looking like colour theme to it. 11th of April was birthday. One was a brown safe handle and bite handle. And I'll put myself on a timeout. That's it. You know what? I looked the other day as a joke to see if I could put the mods in timeout, and I can't. I know it does say I can. Yeah. I thought I looked the other day and I couldn't. Peach, put user in timeout. Unless we was on Liam's and I looked. I don't think a mod can put another mod in timeout. I'm not sure though. Pete's only Diet Coke. Yeah, exactly. Sam said, Q&A question, Mike. If you could describe your personality as any musical instrument, what would it be and why? Ah, fuck knows. Oh, God. That's one I'd have to think about. Don't know. I don't know. A violin, maybe. But I don't know why. I don't know. Classic, quite soothing, but can also make quite a racket if you want to. Yeah, violin. I've said Mike can't afford Coke. Lol. That bloke's obviously not a regular, otherwise he'd know. He'd never ask a question like that if he was a regular, would he? Tumbo, you're right, mate. Slingshot Warrior. Have you ever thought about doing a twins convention? No, I've never ever thought about that. It's never crossed my mind, mate. That'd be an interesting thing to do. If Matt was single, well, he sort of is single. Well, no, he is single, isn't he? I say he is in there. Yeah, he is single. Don't know if he could take a girlfriend back to his ass though. We'll have to go to one of these, see if we can pull some twins. Yeah. Double Sad Boys, at least you don't get nitty bum, mate. You'd be making your subscribers seasick watching you squirm about on your chair. Yeah, fuck's sake. But yeah, it's weird, the nose thing. I think it originally was like a real thing, and that's become like a stream fucking as soon as the stream starts, it happens. I don't have an issue nose any other time at all. Slingshot, I bought my tape cheap at the dollar store or a pound shop. Where are you from? Yeah, I honestly don't. Slingshot, I can't even afford really to, you know, £4 or £5 to me, honestly, is a lot of money that could be spent on other things. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds cheap to you lot, but to me, you know. But I'm not saying I won't do it, and I know you can buy, you know, you can buy stuff cheap. Silent Plague Doctor, the RGB color knife, the most silent, no pun intended, in my opinion. Leonard said, you and Matt should do another live stream one night. I'll definitely try and do that. That's something we definitely will do, Leonard. It's just trying to get him to come here and do it, or me go up his. I think go up his very often now. No reason I don't. I just don't. Yeah, I'd either have to go up there or get him to come here one night. But yeah, it's not out of question. Pete said you should start a live stream with Mark starting it off to trick people. Yeah, that's it. We'll have to do that one day, definitely. Marcus says Slingshot Dollar Tree, great place. Slingshot, yeah, Mark, it's a great place to buy cheap goods, especially tape. You can buy different kinds of tape. Sam said, agree with Leonard. I haven't seen Mark and you in the same place for a long time. But weirdly enough, he's here every bloody he's here every day. But yeah. Right, where am I? Mark said, Pete, I can tell the difference between Mike and Mark dead easy. I said, don't go up here, lol. What did I say? Did I say something else? Or... Pete said, arse. Oh, don't go up his house. What did it sound like I said, arse? Then I said to Marcus, I'm useless, mate. Too short-tempered. I'd burn the house down if I didn't work out. Double Sabu said, watch any films, mate? No, I think the last film I watched was The Black Coat's Daughter. Is it? I've been playing this at night instead now. When I probably won't watch any films for a while now. Oh, mine up here is, oh, I get you. Yeah. Been playing that lately at the time when I would be watching a film. Pete's a nice mug. Links in the description. Peach or weapons and stuff, feel free to go into my description, copy and paste my link into the thing if you want. You might have to click on it first though. But I notice if you just copy it from there, it's not the whole link. Try it. Slingshot,
I'll be thinking bass guitar for Mike. Nice. Yeah. What would be my, yeah. It was up mine and up his. Fuck shit, yeah. Tony, you right, mate? Mark said, I watched Interview with a Vampire again the other night. Absolutely love that film. Tumbo said he's playing Battlefield. Yeah, let me see. Oh, yeah, no, that's all on there, yeah. Yeah, get your merch. 2 links are in the description. I've never played Battlefield, Tom, but what do you play on Xbox or computer or PS4? I've changed my name on there now. It's WeaponCollector 1 now. Couldn't do WeaponCollector because that was the fucking one I had before that I can't sign into. Difficult, isn't it? Oh, I need to get Skyrim. I had Skyrim on the PS3 and completed that at least 3 times, I think. I might get that eventually for the PS4 to stream. Sam said to Slingshot, go to Dollar Tree, buy tape, zip ties, sleeping mask, and a hand crank egg beater. Ask a lady at checkout what time she's off work. Fuck's sake. Interview of a Vampire, Marcus. I've not seen that one for years. Silent Plague Doctor. I've been playing Fallout 4 lately too. Nice. Slingshot, you guys would be like survival twins at convention. Yeah, exactly. Bristol, any tattoos like your brother? No, I've only got that. That and one like a name on my wrist that's been covered up. Tony was saying hello to Marcus. Oh, Tumbo said Xbox One. Richard said, I'd be an out-of-tune electric guitar, personality-wise. Everything I try to play turns out shit. Fuck's sake. No, I'll tell you with the tattoos thing, I was never really interested in them. I think you go one way or the other with tattoos. If you've never had a tattoo, what normally happens is you'll go and have a tattoo, and you either, after that point, you either can't stop having them, or you pretty much don't bother anymore. And that's what I tend to find. You either get a couple or shitloads. I had just that, couldn't be bothered with anymore. Don't really care about anything enough to want it on my body. You know what I mean? Yeah, Matt loves it, and we're probably still having more now. But yeah, I think you go one way or the other. You have one, and then you either get loads or you don't bother anymore. Mark said to me, I love vampire movies and True Blood. Yeah, I do like vampire movies, especially the when they start going away from the traditional sort of romantic vampire stuff, because it's not all like that, is it? But I prefer the ones that aren't like that. You know what I mean? But there are some really good vampire stuff, isn't there? Peach, should ever wear paracord bracelets or anything like that? No. Do you know what, Peach? I don't wear a watch or anything like that. It feels weird having stuff on my wrist or hand. I don't wear necklaces, rings, nothing like that. I have got my ear pierced, but I never wear an earring. Yeah, so I don't wear rings, bracelets, anything like that. Watches. Just feels odd. It feels weird to me. The only time I ever wore a watch was when I was in that Reading Young Offenders prison, because you don't know the time after time, and it annoyed me not knowing what time was. Marcus said he's got no tats. No, I think, like I said, you either go one or the other. Sailor, you're right, mate. I've just been lurking. I said, hi, Marcus, electrocute the bar steward. On about the rat. Alvin Sanchez, do you do an American accent? No, I'm shit at things like that. If I tried to do an American accent, it'd probably sound, well, just demented. I can't do things like accents. Sam said our arm is in a, your right arm's in a sling right now. I'm taking advantage of it. Got an old tack covered and adding to it. When it's done, it'll be a 3/4 sleeve. Ah, nice. Yeah, that's what I mean, Sam. You do. You either have one or loads, I think. Dave Yost had got 3 tats when I was younger. Guns N' Roses with the crossed pistols, a skull, a really creepy samurai, my granddad's unit tattoo from when he was in the army. That's good. I like things like that. Again, you can either get tattoos that mean something, or some are just don't really mean anything. But so I'll get one, but I don't know what I want. Whereas I said, I keep getting tempted to get a basic tat, but feel more like getting it done with a home tattoo kit rather than at a shop. Yeah. That's Alvin said, blimey. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's not. I'll tell you what, getting a tattoo done at a proper tattoo shop can be extortionate, though. It can be over 150 pounds an hour. So very, very expensive. Things that Laura said, would you ever vacation to Australia, Mike? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't, if you know what I mean. I definitely wouldn't not go. You know what I mean? I've got no plans to go to Australia, but yeah. But I wouldn't not go, if that makes sense. Tony said, Mike, try an Italian accent. No, I'm so shit at them. It would just sound like, I don't even know how to explain it. Bristol said, I know a girl, but don't wear any knickers. She always got dandruff on her shoes. Man of the hour, can you show your guns? They're just there, mate. You can see them. You can see them. Just, it would take me too much. If I showed them, it will, you know, you'll have to go on my channel. You'll see videos of most of it. I won't be able to read the chat out. Tony said, I have one tat. In it, I was in. Must have been writing something else. Things that said, $1 must be cheaper than your pound because I can afford things that you Brits can't. Yeah. Well, if we go to America, our pound goes more. So yeah, the dollar is weaker than the pound. So if I took a pound over to America, I could buy a lot more stuff than what I could here, yeah. Sam said, just covering my old tat cost me $300. I still have a lot more to get done. Yeah, a lot of money, isn't it, Sam? Barry Shaw said, I had a couple of tats as a young bloke in Singapore and Hong Kong. Well, if you said you hadn't had tattoos, I would be surprised, Taylor. Things sort of dollar stores. Or just $1, I guess we don't have to pay 130 something and just pay a little bit more, like for 5 or 10, maybe everything's within $20. But yeah, Slingshot, if you came over here and changed your money would go less. You know, you would find it more expensive over here, yeah. Just having a look at something while the stream's a bit slow. Chat slowly. Laughing at something else. What I read now. JBO said to Marcus, was it you that was talking to about America the other day? I was talking to Dad earlier and he said about one of the weirdest things was paying tax separate to the item. JBO, when my American mate comes over here, he's constantly buying stuff and then trying to work out the tax to add on when he goes to the till. And I have to keep saying to him, you don't need to do that. Yeah, they get very confused by that. Double Sabu said, got 9 knife tats myself. Don't remember having them. Don't regret having them. Although you do get funny looks from people sometimes. I remember you saying that, Riggs. Yeah. Alvin said, bloke, let me see those guns on your arms. Sam said, Marcus, the old ones was faded, 25 years old. The one I'm working on now is kind of a story of a military career, tribute to fallen friends. Yeah, that sounds brilliant, Sam, actually. I love them kind of tattoos. Tell you what, that is now, that's got to be 20 years old. And I'll tell you what, that's not fucking faded a single bit. In Indian ink and sewing needles, that was. Still as bright as the day I fucking got it. Pizza, see my pics if the chat's slow. Good point. Yeah, I forgot about them. Mark said to JBO last week on here, yeah, US has a federal tax and state tax. Slingshot, we're a bigger country, so each state has its own sales tax, except for Delaware. Yeah, my American mate quite often gets confused by that and forgets. And I say to him, no, what the price is what it is. You don't need to add anything on. Ian, you're right, mate. He says he's back. Slingshot. Does sound like things are a lot cheaper here, at least for basic goods. You know, it's sort of the weird, what it is, Slingshot. The only way I can sort of explain it is it's sort of not really cheaper. It's probably about the same. A pound here probably gets you the same as what a dollar gets you there. But if we take our money to you, that pound would get a little bit more. You know what I mean? Yeah, it looks good, Peach. Patrick, good job on the flower, mate. Cheers, Patrick. I appreciate that. JBO said to Marcus, yeah, that's it. And every tax is different. They used to go across to North Dakota to get ciggies as it was cheaper. End up going for a day trip to Fort Abraham Lincoln. Nice. Croylon, you're right, mate. Rich Boulder said, why did you get ACAB on your hand? I used to get arrested nearly every single weekend, and all the local police around my way were fucking arseholes, basically, and used to try and beat us up, used to try and spread rumours about stupid shit, stupid, pathetic shit, because they, you know, I don't know, they was just fucking grown men like children, basically, working for the police. Yeah, so that was my sort of fuck you to them, because I don't really think all police are bastards now. You know what I mean? All cops are bastards. Because they're not all, but the ones I used to know were. Sam said, I have an Indian ink tat on my forearm, 15 years and no fade. Yeah, it must be the ink. I said, I was thinking for a tat something like a nuclear or biological weapons symbol. Yeah, that would be good, Liam. Alvin said he tried to hail a cab in London and it rode past him. That's it. I'm going to put call on that hand, and if I go out, I'll say call a cab if I'm drunk. Things like that. It seems so because I can afford to go to a dollar store and buy several rolls of duct tape. Yeah, yeah. I think you're getting confused here, Slingshot. Yeah, if I had $20, I could go to the pound shop and get over 20 rolls of duct tape. What I mean is, me personally, I don't have £20 to spend on duct tape. We can get that. I can't afford it. It's not that it's any more expensive. This isn't an exaggeration, right? I can't really afford to waste £1 of my money on stuff because I get such little money. I don't get benefit money. I don't get wages from anything. Literally, the only money I get is on a regular basis is $22 a month from Patreon. That's it. That's my entire income. I don't get nothing else at all. Yeah. So it's not that you can't buy loads of tape in this country. I can't because I can't afford it. I'm that hard up. I cannot afford it. Tim said, unless you shop at Costco, then you have to look for a tiny with VAT price in the corner. Sam said, JBO, what state you in? I'm originally from South Dakota. Jumpside Booster. Canadian dollar is much cheaper than the US dollar. When I buy knives or whatever off my Canadian mate, but he screws me by wanting payment in US dollars. Fuck's sake. Yeah, yeah. Sailor Shaw says Slingshot, I like the Crossman 1322 is about $50 over there. Here it's €125. Bristol in the US, the pound is worth $1.30. Slingshot, well, I guess the loonie is cheaper than Austin. The pound is more expensive than the dollar. Richard, Mike, did they have the same amount of colour inks choice for tattoos back in 25 years as they do today? You know what, Rich? I don't actually know because I've only ever had an Indian ink tattoo, which is just black Indian ink.
Malk would know that. Though. I'll have to ask him if you want. I'll ask Malk. Yeah, because he's been doing tattoos since at least 1999, I suppose, for 20 years. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe they probably didn't know, because if you look at some of the, especially the old tattoos, old people. I don't know if it's because there's no colour in them, is there? But I'm not sure, Rich. I wonder why the pound is more expensive than the dollar. I wonder if that's why everything is more expensive in the UK compared to the US. Alvin said, mate, you look like you could do some bare knuckle fighting for caravans. Fuck's sake. James Bennett said, are those real guns? They're real, but they're deactivated. So there's a bit of everything out there. There's deactivated, airsoft, air guns, replicas. Yeah, a bit of everything. But I do like a bit of that snatch and lock, stock, two smoking barrels, though, Alvin. Grant said, might be cheaper because the US is buying so much in bulk. Yeah, also interested in ink question. Roughly how much does it cost to do homemade tattoo with Indian ink? Well, that would cost you probably barely nothing. Well, if you want a proper... See, literally what that was just sterilising a sewing needle and pressing it into your skin with the ink on your skin and like dipping it in. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much nothing. But you can buy tattoo machines, probably quite cheap, I reckon. It's just, it's going to be hard to tattoo good if you don't know what you're doing. It can, because you'd be better off if practicing, you know what I mean? You can practice on pigskin, I think. You can get like, you know, get a bit of pigskin to try test it on. But to get Indian ink words that good is actually very difficult. Taylor said, no matter where we are, bastard screwed the ordinary man, swings and roundabouts. I sit in it. British Bulldog said, I have a game recommendation, Bionic Commando. At the time I first played it, it was the hardest game I ever played. I probably won't look into that one, if I'm honest. I ain't into games that are really, really, really hard. Sam said, they're definitely more colours and more vivid nowadays. Just don't know how the colours will last. Yeah, that's a good point. I know one thing, if you came to America, you'll be buying all sorts of things to bring back, though, because you can afford to buy stuff you couldn't buy there. Yeah, clothes or something, Slingshot. I know people who go over there, buy clothes and then bring them back and sell them. Probably illegal, but I don't know. Or not sell them, just go over there and buy them so they can have, you know, some nice clothes. Practic said, I haven't had real fun if you've not seen Back of a Paddy Wagon. Yeah, I've seen that many, many fucking times. Leonard said, hard to see a woman without a tattoo nowadays. That's true. That is very true, isn't it? Yeah, women never used to have tattoos, and not a lot of people did they? To see people with tattoos, it was normally sailors. Wasn't it, really? That's why I said, if Sailor Shaw said he hadn't had one, I would have been surprised. Or people in, you know, people who've been in the army and that. Gilroy said, do you own any antique obsolete caliber guns? No, I don't, mate. Dumble Sailor said, I remember Chopper Reed tried burning one of his tats off with blowtorch. I'd say, oh, I suppose that might work. Alvin said, dags. Sure, I like dags. Then he says, Slingshot. It would be more expensive if you factor in the fare to cross the Atlantic. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Pete said, buy some pork. Yeah. I knew you meant vivid, Sam. Liam said, thanks for the info. John, is there any way to remove tattoos at home for free? Apart from cutting your skin off. Cutting it out your skin, probably not. James Bennett, watch my go on my channel and put in self-defense, or look up the self-defense playlists. Look in there. I don't like to say on here, but because it sounds like, you know, it sounds dodgy, but look on my videos and it's done in a way that's not dodgy, basically, because, you know, it's not. But yeah,
You're not allowed to, pretty much, you're not allowed to carry anything for self-defense. If you say you're carrying anything for self-defense, even if it's legal, you can be arrested for it. Slingshot said, did you take my advice on getting to know your demolition guy? Slingshot, I don't think I've been out the house since you mentioned that. So honestly, I don't think I've been out. I don't think I've been out since then. So yeah, when I go out, and if I go near anywhere like that, I'll ask. Taylor said, how you doing, Zed? Hope all is better for you, mate. Double Sabu said, the colours on tats do eventually fade due to your body trying to push the ink out, like a fawn or a foreign body. Alvin said, beware that Boris the bullet doesn't see your guns. Yeah, exactly. Also, I've already sold my Desert Eagle, my blank firing Desert Eagle. JBO said, a friend of mine used to do that with clothes from the US, buy Levi's and Wranglers cheap and bring them back and sell them for a huge profit. Yeah, it's to go over there, go on holiday, and while they're on holiday, spend a load of money on clothes as well to bring back. Trainers, British Bulldogs, it's not that hard now, I'm older. I'm still in like year 3 at primary school. I just mentioned it. I've missed something there. Pete said, just do it like in the Gladiator film. Then said that was a quick hour, gent. Is that time already? Yeah, I didn't expect that to be that late. Sounds like John, not really. You can buy acid online for tattoo removal. I wouldn't recommend it. Good chance you can get an infection. I did not know that, Sam, the acid bit, but yeah, I suppose. Dad said sailor ashore. Things have got a lot better, thanks. Still on the madman pills, though. Tim said, I guess it would be self-protection instead. Yeah. You just have to be very careful what you say. Describing anything for self-defense makes it illegal, pretty much. So even if you're carrying a torch or an umbrella or think of the most innocent thing you can think of. But if you say that's for self-defense, you're then carrying it as a weapon. You can be arrested for it because you're carrying that for the sole purpose of hurting someone. So it's all about how you describe things. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Slingshot said, does your brother have a regular 9-to-5 job? Because I notice he doesn't do as many videos as you do. Yes, he does, Slingshot. Yeah, he works, yeah, standard 5 days a week, 9-to-5. Yeah. Night Plague Doctor. I changed my channel banner. Nice. John said, yeah, acid is a bad move for the tattoos. Prylon said, Snatch is awesome. Yeah, it's a good film, that, isn't it? I haven't said, so if you're getting robbed or your life is in danger and you kill the bloody cunt, you'll still get arrested. Yeah, yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, and then you probably have to go for a massive court case trying to defend yourself. Jump so I love watching tattoo fixers. Some of the tats people have and then regret having, like having a willy tattooed on your face and stuff like that. Yeah, I've watched that a couple of times. The tattoo cover-ups are always terrible, aren't they? Like, no matter how good they try to make them, tattoo cover-ups nearly always look like a black blob, don't they? Sadly, which is better than the thing that was there. Don't always look like that, but quite often they don't look very good, do they? Cover-ups. Sounds like to John, yeah, kind of like using battery acid on the skin. I haven't do it multiple times. When I said, oh, good, my Blazing Bows pass is meant to be coming tomorrow. What did you order, Liam? I can't remember what you said now. JBO said to James Bennett, something I carried my keys with a paracord braided chain with some keys on it. Recommend it for opening doors, of course. They are, that's it. Yeah. Watch my videos. I've got a whole load of videos on the exact kind of thing. All stuff that you can legally carry that if your life was threatened and someone's trying to fucking kill you or something, they might help. That's the way I'm putting it. And it's a match down. It's awesome. He said, I once met a girl who cut her tat off with a Stanley knife. I didn't hang around for very long. Things like I recently bought a new machete. It added a new neck knife. I don't think that's ice match, is it? Alvin said, well, laws over there are so different. Other bobbies, they're corrupt. I wouldn't say they're corrupt, but they're it's hard. Someone else might be able to explain. I wouldn't say they're corrupt, but they're or inept, really. I don't know. I'm not. We won't go on about the police too much. I don't. You know what I mean? A couple of cheap. Oh yeah, your nose for EDC. Want it putting in your jackets? I remember now, Liam. He said my coat was supposed to arrive today, but no. Very sure there's an electrical skin burner thing on eBay. Oh, it was a smash it. Yeah, that's what Slingshot was writing. You're right there, Peach. Smash it. Yeah, new machete in the smash it. Yeah. Then they said the Bobby's brainwashed. Slingshot. Yeah. If you came to visit me, bro, I'll get a whole big pack of duct tape and electrical tape to bring out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Granted, Irishman, I was talking about the movie, but both. Smash it, that's it, Peach. Yeah, Bobbies, that's right, Alvin. Yeah, Bobbies, yeah. That is what we call them, yeah. What as I said to Alvin, they're underfunded and have non-police groups giving them orders on crime quotas, etc. Silent Plague Doctors. And I'm not sure if I've asked this before, but do you have any videos on butterfly knives? I don't think I do. I may have one on one of those. No, we'll have a look. Yeah, I might have two. I might have two of the trainer butterfly knives. Yeah. Slingshot said yes, Peach. That's what it is. Leonard said, "What's Zomba on tonight?" Oh, he's just sat in the summer house with a sheet over him. Because every time I walk in the fucking summer house, I forget the bastard's in there and he scares the shit out of me. And that's the truth, honestly. Every time I walk in there, if he's uncovered, I fucking jump. Because you think someone stood there. Yeah. So, yeah, he's just dossing around in the summer house tonight, doing nothing. Does Zombot move at night? No, he just, well, I hope not anyway, but fucking hell, he scares me every bloody night. I forget he's out there. Alvin said, for some reason, I feel like the police there are brutal in their protocol when arresting people. Did you experience that back in the day? I have had police try to beat me up before. And then others were so pathetic, like I said, trying to spread rumours and weird shit like that, yeah. As I said, but when he dresses as a ghost, it doesn't bother you. Well, because he's completely covered, I don't see him. He says, because you just see the shape of a body. I know what you mean, but. Sam said, no, yeah, Sam, Leonard Zombot is shaking his money maker down at the pub tonight. Leonard said, bet he jumps when he sees you coming. Yeah. Right, see you later, Silent Plague Doctor. Will said Mike and Zombot having a fight after a few pints. In the old days, I probably would have. Very sure said Zombot. That's what happened with a guy we made for my boy attack mode. What happened with guy we made for my boy? Oh, I get you. Yeah, yeah, like a Guy Fawkes thing. I'm 38, Alvin. Poor wee Zombot. He'd probably living a better fucking life than I do out there. Once I said, yeah, it's like I go for a walk in the woods at night and spot a bush or a tree that has a human silhouette, puts you into flight or fight mode. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So imagine if someone got into your garden and broke into your summer house, pulled back the sheet to see what it was covering. He'd have a scream of his life. Exactly. Yeah. It would. I bet it fucking would. Slingshot said, what new projects can we expect from you, Mike? I was trying to decide. There's quite a few things, but I can't think what I'm going to do next. Let me have a look at my list quickly. So some of the stuff I'm going to do a ball mace, a halberd, a strobe shield, throwing axe, pole axe,
Gun Stock War Club. That may be the next one. Got a mod that cookery, some throwing knives, Special Forces shovel, another machete bowie, tactical glove / tests and shields. Don't see. Imagine. Yeah, I read that one, didn't I? Yeah, and that. Richard says you should put a Michael Myers mask and overalls on John, but might scare the piss out of people at night. I might have to do that because the thing is, he's easily changeable. So you could see the face that's under that mask. It's just as bloody bad. Alvin said, "Have you been to America? And if so, how'd you like it?" No, I've only ever been to France when I was about 12. Reverend said, "Ever seen the Amicus film Asylum, where the enchanted coat makes the mannequin come to life?" No, I've not seen that. In fact, I've not heard of that till you said. So I'm glad I'm not living under your loss, at least not yet. And said, "I think you should buy Zombie an Easter egg." At least you could do. The least you could do. He should be buying me one. I'm the one who don't get them. But yeah, maybe, and I could get him to hold it up while I smash it with something. JBO said, "I'm looking forward to the Gunstock Club, mate. Been on about making one for years." I have as well. I think I've had that on the list for about fucking 10 years. Thomas Elbow said, "Mike, have you ever done something stupid? I remember polishing my car. I had an open bottle of tea-cat, bought a small bottle of Coke, picked up the wrong one, and got a mouthful of polish." Fuck it. Yeah, I've done things like that. The one I can think of straight away was laying a hardwood floor, putting a Stanley knife in my pocket with the blade sticking out, and saying to myself, "Don't put that in your pocket because you'll cut your finger." And then the first thing I did was straight away went like that, cut the tip of my finger off when I went to grab it. Yeah, so that was pretty fucking dumb. And another one, I was only about 15 and probably pissed or stoned at the time. You know what we call genie in a matchbox? When you light a match, you stick it in a matchbox and light it more. Well, I genied a matchbox about that far away from my face and burnt my eyebrows off. Luckily, it didn't actually burn my face. But I must have sort of pulled it away as it was doing it. Sam said, "I told you guys I'd do a phone book shooting. The metropolis I live in has a phone book about 1 inch thick. I was thinking about cast iron pan, Fortnite one. Maybe use them both, or yeah, or as someone said, stack them up if you can get them. But yeah, in 1 inch probably. Yeah, it needs to be at least 2. But 2 might. That's what we would have anyway, Sam." Leonard said, "Any more thought on a film review we can take part in?" Yes, I'll start that soon, Leonard. I just need to find the right day that I feel like doing it. As soon as I start it, yeah. Alvin said, "You need to come to America, open a gun shop. You'll make some good money." I'd like to do that. Number Sabu said, "That would teach me not to look what I'm doing. Tasted horrible, but at least I didn't swallow it. Left a horrible film on my teeth." Yeah, it does sound pretty fucking disgusting. Bevan, you right, mate? Beeben. Tom, you right, mate? He said, "Hope you're good. Any chance of a quick overview which weapons you can have in the UK? Are you actually allowed anything for self-defense?" Well, the only thing is, you can have loads of things. There's a list of about 12 things you can't have. Let me find the list. There's a list of about 12 things you can't have. You can't use anything for self-defense. All that means is don't say it's for self-defense. That's all it is. If you say anything is for self-defense, then you're carrying it as a weapon. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you the things that you can't have? I've got the list here. So, yeah, let me know, Tom, if you want me to read that out quickly. I'll just read some of the questions to catch up. FPV Stu, you right, mate? He said, "You should think of trying to break this crown bit I mentioned the other night. You get 2 crown bits and a ninja star from 1 disc." I would try that. I'll have to do that one day. I ain't got to break this, though, but right, I'm going to try and catch up with the thing. Weapons Off said, "Tom, if you mean to own on private property or carry..." Yeah, that's a good point, actually, what Weapons Off just said. There are things you could carry, like torches, and, again, watch my video on that. But any of those things, if you say they're for self-defense, it's illegal because you're carrying a weapon. But there's loads of stuff you can have in your home. All that stuff's legal. The only stuff you can't buy, import, export, or sell, you can still own these things, but you can't buy them, import, export them, or sell them. Butterfly knives with a proper blade, disguised knives, which is hidden things, flick knives, gravity knives, stealth knives, zombie knives, certain cheap samurai swords, sword sticks, push daggers, blowpipes, telescopic truncheons, batons, hollow kubatons, shurikens, which are throwing stars, and then a couple of weird ninja weapons and knuckle dusters. You can own those things. You can't buy them, import, export them, or sell them in this country. I said, right, one for the road, then I'm off to bed. Good night, mate. JBO said, Argos catalogue's not bad for wadding too. I use it with my crossbow. Yeah, he can't seem to get anything over there, Sam, like that. I said, my right shoulder's really sore this evening. I wonder if it's on the right arm test. Probably is. Probably is. Colin said, so if I was going to blow up the bathroom and the cops heard me, would I get in trouble? Yes, definitely. Irishman said, I was going duck shooting early one morning, half asleep, and I picked up the deodorant can instead of my WD-40 and sprayed my shotgun. Well, at least you didn't spray WD-40 on your armpits. Said, mate, why is it bands that are from your area sound American when they sing with that English accent? I always found that fascinating. Maybe they put it on, I don't know, but I know what you mean. Maybe they put it on to get more popular, if you know what I mean. Sam said, I have duplicate copies of the leather-bound Grimm's Fairy Tale, about 2.5 inch thick. I feel bad shooting up literature. Someone might appreciate. Yeah, I know what you mean there, Sam. Don't feel right, does it? I was shooting some little fucking old cheat books, and I felt the need to say it wasn't a real book in case it offended people. You know, not offended people, but you know. All right, I'm trying to catch up a bit. Leonard, if you like survival stuff, guys, watch The Black as a series on YouTube. I remember you mentioning that, Leonard. I'll check that out. Things like Green Street Hooligans was like British Fight Club. Yeah, yeah. I think that was. There's quite a few sort of football hooligan films that you'd probably like. Check out a film called ID. I think you'd like that. It's got Reece Dinsdale in it, if you wanted to make sure you got the right one. Weapons and stuff, I suppose the armour, though, is better to be sore the day after than have broken arms and worse than yesterday. Yeah. Type play, Doctor. I'm going for real. See you tomorrow, WeaponCollector. This stream. Yeah, see you later, mate. I'm to the market. Unfortunately, last month, law kicked in with bump stock owners. Are supposed to turn them in if seen with one jail time. I said, reminds me of when I was a kid and I put Pritt stick on my lips. That's a funny one. By accident rather than lip seal sort of thing. Yeah, fuck's sake. Tom said, yeah, I had the best one. Yeah, have a look on my videos for the sort of self-defense. Yeah, ID. Yeah, ID is good, isn't it, Tom? Yeah, the only thing about the self-defense thing, you can't carry any weapons anyway. Literally, you can't carry anything on the street as weapon-wise. But stuff you can legally carry, you must never say it's for self-defense, because that means it's a weapon and you could be arrested for something totally legal. Rise of the Foot Soldiers, yeah. The Firm, that's another one, yeah. I would look through I've got a drawer full of that kind of DVDs, but don't like disturbing this cupboard because sometimes it makes the wire for the internet go off. Slingshot wire, I said, what? No slingshot rifle? Not at the minute, slingshot, because I literally have nothing to make it with. I would have to gather the materials first. See, all those things I mentioned, I've pretty much got the stuff already. Richard said, I found a load of 10mm dowels I made for crossbow bolts. Might try and put some hand-forged bodkins on them. See if medieval arrowheads can beat modern Kevlar panels. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'll tell you why we're all here. No, actually, don't matter. I was going to ask you something, but it don't matter anyway. I was going to ask you about if anyone knew what the size of the human's ribs was.
but I think I've got no choice of doing them anyway because I keep looking online and I can't find anything. Like the thickness, the sort of thickness that way and thickness deep. Down said the Leonard Marcus showed me the most knowledgeable survival video last week. A couple of Brits capturing a sheep and processing it. Great instructional video. Tom said, so I could carry a cricket bat and say it's for playing cricket if I used it in self-defense. Well, no, the difference is once you've used it for self-defense, you can get done for it. It's only carrying it. If you was carrying a cricket bat and a cricket ball and wearing cricket gear, going to a cricket match, yeah. Just walking down the road with a cricket bat, no. And as soon as you used it as a weapon, and then you can get done for it. You have to hope that the police think what you did was justified, and then you'd be all right. If you just whack someone around the head with a cricket bat for no reason, you're going to get done for it. JBO said to Richard, those aluminium bolts in your video I commented on are brilliant. Then there's Tom, you would have to carry a ball too, and you'd be okay. Yeah, I think you'd have to carry a bit more. But I know what you mean. Can't say Tom, we do that with a baseball bat and a glove. If you have a baseball bat and a glove and a ball in your car, that's slightly different because you could be driving to somewhere to play it. But yeah, you sort of get the idea. Don't be so about the rib cage, mate, or individual ribs. Just the individual ribs, Riggs. So just one individual rib. Measure the sort of thickness up and down, and then from front to back, please. Don't matter about the length because I'm just going to have to bodge that anyway. Things that worry, I would suggest I'm on YouTube. You can get all the episodes of He-Man and Master Universe remakes. Is nice. I've said, I hope it wasn't Welsh video, if you know what I mean. What the processing of sheep. Don't say that. We might have we might be alienating our Welsh viewers. Fuck's sake. Tom said, so we literally have no lawful way of defending ourselves on the streets. Just curious. Yeah, pretty much, Tom. Yeah, yeah. But as I said, yeah, all you have to hope is if you carried, say, something like, hang on a minute. Well, I'll carry what I said. Pretty much all you can do in this country is carry something that's 100% legal, not a weapon, and then if you ever get attacked, protect yourself with that legal item and hope that the police deem that as reasonable force. That's it. Sam said, just use pork ribs. The only thing is, I don't want a load of flesh and shit inside Zombat's body because it will fucking stink. You know what I mean? I just want, for me, the easiest thing would be wood. I don't have to buy pork ribs. I won't have stuff that can go dirty and rotten inside the body. You know what I mean? Yeah, so for me, I know what you mean, Sam. That would be the perfect thing. But yeah. John said the best self-defense weapon in the UK is a good leather belt with a big buckle. Right, Jack. Time to call bye for once. He always stops in and says hello at least. Right, where am I? JBO said to Tom, not from a legal standpoint, but if you're carrying an item for self-defense, then it's classified as a weapon because you're carrying it to cause harm. Oh, eat and clean the ribs. Yeah, well, that's a good point, Sammy. I didn't think of that. Well, the only other thing is they're not long enough. I have got some ribs downstairs. Most of the ribs you buy in this country, they're only about that long. It's just because, again, it's buying them. You know what I mean? I've got wood I can just cut to size. You know what I mean? Or if it comes to it, I can get bloody branches that are about right. It doesn't have to be exact. For me, the easiest thing would be wood. But if I know a general size, it just makes things a little bit more accurate. Weapons, I've said,
What I find really weird, though, is how Timothy Dalton and Richard Burton were Welsh, but sound really English, Shakespearean acting. Yeah, it could be that. But I know what you mean there, yeah. Maybe it's because I don't know, but some of them, when they start like do interviews, they sound a bit more of their normal accents, if you know what I mean. Then I said, you can't even punch fuck into someone and say it's self-defense. I have half of the stuff. I have half of that stuff and it's legal. Jumbo Sabu said, they vary, mate. On my skeleton, the approximate height of the rib is about 1 centimetre, and the length from the bottom to the top is 23 centimetres. Yeah, so so it's about 1 centimetre, well, 1 centimetre, would you say? You know, like round. Say if if the ribs were square, what's the front surface diameter and the top surface diameter? So the thickness and the height. I don't need the length, really. So about 1 centimetre then. That's not as big as you think then, is it? Tom, did anyone here ever seen 𝐲𝐬𝐬 𝐓𝐓 on YouTube? He's a young lad, but he knows his stuff. No, I've never watched that, mate. Kylon said boiling 1 in tea and food colouring. Tom said bleach the ribs and they'll last a good while. Well, the point is the ribs are to be broken. So as soon as I put the ribs in the body, they're to be broke. That's what it is. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I wasn't sure how big pork ribs would be to human ribs, because the pork ribs are smaller than my fucking little finger. So that I couldn't imagine human ribs being that small. Pork ribs look as big as your finger, like a little finger. I could go and get you a pork rib in. I'll go and get you a pork rib in a minute, show you how big it is. These are the only kind of pork ribs I ever get when we have for dinner. These would be no good for Zombert's ribs. I need something that long to go across the whole thing. It doesn't have to be realistic. As I said, your little finger, pork rib. Exactly the same size. Unless that's not a pork rib, but I'm fucking 100% sure it is. Right, I'm going to have to skip some of the comments now. So if you want me to read it again, just add it again. Jumbo Sabu said that's side per side, not across from side to side. Those measurements include the cartilage of the breastplate. Cheers, mate. Snowman White. Have you ever used any tribal weapons? No, I don't think I have, mate. Jack said, I'm still recovering, Sam. What from your paper fucking video you did today. I didn't get to watch all of that because I was watching it just before I started to stream. Double Sober said the front surface is 1 centimetre thick, is about ½ centimetre. I said they're not much bigger than that. A human rib's not much bigger than that. Really? How big they are? I don't know, my fucking ribs feel a lot bigger than that. I've probably got a bit more meat on me than some of you lot there. Did you look at the comedy video I sent you? It was kind of a joke on the Brits. I haven't yet, and if you're talking to Jack, I don't think he goes on that messenger thing, because you can see who's read them. Weapons, I've said YouTubers stop notifying me of Jack's videos for some reason, a bit like yours and Slingshots, like. Snowman, why don't you just get a second-hand medical student plastic skeleton? Can't afford it, mate. Can't afford it. I can't afford to buy ribs to you know.
Here's a thing then. If people want me to buy ribs, or anyone who's ever mentioned anything for me to buy, right? Go on my Patreon account. This is to every single person who's ever said to me, buy this, buy this, buy this, anything. Go on my Patreon account, support me, and then I'll buy it. I literally can't afford, I can't, you know. Colin said, if you haven't set yourself on fire or something else like that, you probably haven't had much fun in life. Yeah, exactly. Mike said, you could make the ribs out of car fiberglass, P40, and shape it to suit. All I'm going to do, because it doesn't need to be exactly right, because the whole thing is not the right shape for a body or anything. I'm just literally going to cut some pieces of wood about the thickness of ribs, just put them across. It's not going to be as effective as, you know, it's not going to be scientifically correct, but it's a good enough representation that if they break, your ribs probably would break. You know what I mean? But what it is, I need cheap, quick, cut it, put it on, break them, take them out, put them back in. You know what I mean? All of the ideas people are coming up with are good, but they're all either cost too much money, don't last long enough, take too long to make. You know what I mean? Whereas just bits of wood, you know. But I just needed the right size, that was all. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Weapons I see, that's just a bone, though. Ribs have tissue and cartilage on, don't they? Yeah, but I won't be able to. Yeah. Let's still forget about the rib thing now, because it's all getting too much fucking stuff I can't do. You know what I mean? All I wanted was because I already know all this stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's stuff I can't do. I just need the measurement for ribs. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Someone said, yeah, bits of thin ply will work for ribs, mate. That's all I just wanted to know the size. Because I've already thought of all the other things. I can't do them. Pete said, just use sticks from dead tree. Well, that's it. You know, it costs nothing. As I said, didn't mean for you to replicate them. That all just meant that's why human ribs look a bit better. Oh, right. Cheers, mate. Yeah. I wasn't sure. Yeah, no, I get you now. Things I'm part Welsh, import English on my father's side. British Bulldog. I made a walking stick that says British Bulldog on it. Nice. If you missed my earlier comment, get the pork ribs and use that to measure out a slightly bigger bit of wood for Zombies ribs. Thank you, mate. Yeah. Oh, that's what I'll do then. But I was going to say, if you feel your own ribs, they do feel my ribs. If I feel my ribs, feel at least twice the size of that thickness. What I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to do them a little bit thicker that way, and probably 5/8 of an inch wide. You know what I mean? You'll see. As I said, it won't be a true representation of ribs. I just can't do that. But it'll be good enough that if they break, you'll know pretty much your ribs would probably break. And if they don't break, you'll probably know that your ribs probably wouldn't break. Because I'll have the ribs, and then over the ribs I'll have this kneeling pad to represent pecs and stuff like that, and you know, then it'll have chamois leather over that for skin. Yeah. That I might use for fingers because of the size of them, replicating fingers. Yeah, it's like if you have spare ribs for dinner, the meat on the ribs is what makes them chunkier. So it make the wood a bit bigger, wrap a bit of cloth over them after. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, they'll have stuff over them though. It won't just be it'll be the ribs, and then and then padding over it. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. Just a representation so we can, then as he said, you can get real human ribs for free. All you need is a local graveyard. Dark Knight and Spade. Yeah, come out of me, Zed, one night, and we're going to do that. I'll watch you dig. Then I said, why is John but fights back, Mike? Well, I'll be fucked then, probably. Rich said, you could probably use 15 20cm branches. Mythbuster did test with wood and bone test. They held up about the same when they tested them. Well, funny thing is, Rich, I had seen something like that, and I couldn't remember where it was from. I knew that someone had definitely done tests on, like, comparing wood to ribs, and they found what wood was the same. So is that what it was? So 15 to 20 mil branches. All right, cheers, Rich. Yeah, you know what? That's probably about what I'm going to do. Yeah. Weapons Officer, could you use one of those ribs to simulate a crossbow string casting finger? Yes, that's a good idea, yeah. Rob said, do you still have your fingers put away from the apple chop? There, I've skinned off the, I've skinned them. That's one of them there, Rob. Jack said, a rack of ribs from Costco. Well, the ones we get, they're only that long, Jack. They're not long enough. I've never seen, because the thing is, I would need the ribs to actually go right across something, because it would have to be both sides of the ribs and the bit in the middle, the sternum bit or whatever. It would have to actually be both. Things like Liam, if you want to watch my videos, all you have to do is click on the icon and you'll get my channel. Irishman, I bet you're sorry you mentioned rib now. Well, Irishman definitely gets it. Yes. Fuck's sake. Let's change the subject. Tom said, not a baseball fan, JBO, but love to docu on baseball, documentary on Ken Burns. He said, no problem with that. I used to work in the cemetery and I've dug quite a few reopeners. Nice. Tom said, damn, I'm grabbing some ribs at the freezer now. Barbecue ribs for dinner tomorrow. But yeah, all of you lot's ideas are good ideas, but it's not going to work for me. You know what I mean? They need to, you know, it'd have to be both sets of ribs and the bit in the middle if I was going to buy ribs. Won't go all the way across. So it's easier for me, which I knew as soon as I said it, just to cut pieces of wood, go across, maybe put a piece behind for the sternum bit, or whatever you call that bit there. Yeah. Yeah, food's come up 20 minutes before the stream ends. Well, I was going to give timeouts for people who did that tonight. Snowman said, will a crossbow sight fit on a rifle, an airsoft or an airsoft? Yeah, definitely. If they've got the right mount, yeah. Richard said, you have broken the food rule, Mike. All he's talking about ribs. And have to get the stuff it out. Yeah, exactly. I don't want me saying, I didn't break it. I was mentioning ribs purely as anatomy. I'm going to quickly go on to my YouTube studio thing, block the word ribs. JBO, it's saying to me, have I ever played airsoft? No, I've never, mate. I've got a couple of airsoft guns and I like them because you can get some good cheap replicas. You know what I mean? That's an airsoft, that M4. Spaz 12's an airsoft, and one of those pistols is the second one along. Yeah, that sucks, Liam. I'm glad I never subscribed to YouTube Beta. They'll make you one day. Weapons Officer said it's not that. They've been doing it for ages. The front page shows random crap they want to promote, but not channels you actually sub. Yeah, Slingshot, weren't you watching Liam's? Go and re-watch Liam's stream earlier. He must have spent at least half an hour talking about that. Also, the belly's unticked again. Yeah, that surprised me. Tom, if you could own only one gun in the UK, what would you have? Don't know. I wouldn't mind some kind of pump action shotgun, possibly. I don't know. Or even, I wouldn't, I don't know. It's hard to say, really. I never really thought about it. If you was only allowed one gun, you know what I mean? Something I could use for a lot of different things, I think, you know, if you could legally use it. Irishman said the other day when I only caught the last 5 minutes of the stream, you were talking about serial killers. Now it's all fucking ribs, just my luck. That's it. Oh, it's always bizarre, mate. WO said, I have airsoft M4 first, RAF. I got bloody brilliant gun. Thingshot said, yeah, that sounds like a lot of crap lamb. Something to make it complain about. Liam. Richard said, watched on the Sargon videos. Now my recommended one of the Sargon. Yeah, I watched the fucking 10 seconds of the fucking Spanish synth pop thing where there was some woman dancing with Freddy Krueger lookalike with singing in fucking Spanish, so you couldn't even understand it. And now that's all I get is recommendations for that shit. Dad said, damn, I've just seen the news. The National Leopard Society has fallen apart. Quick change of subject. Quick change of subject. Sam said 12 gauge pump action shotgun would be great for urban self and home defense. That's it, and it's granted, I would say ribs are about 1/4 of an inch thick, 3/4 of an inch high, but the shape is curved on the front and flat on the back. Cheers, Krylan. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just do what I was going to do. So it's going to be about, at the front of the ribs will be about, let's say in millimeters. The front of the rib will be at least 2 centimeters, the front, and I'll probably do them 15 mil wide. That'll do. With a bit for the sort of sternum bit, or whatever you call it, if that is the sternum. JBO says, snow, man. Some of the replicas you can get, it would be hard to glance to tell the difference. That's true. Things what I was talking about, Jack. Has he seen my video on the homemade Q-tip build? All right. I still don't know why I'm getting recommended maths shit. It's just because I watched the BBC documentary on the amount of people that would die from a big flu pandemic. Yeah, that's bizarre, isn't it? Irishman said, I played poker with some lepers once. They all threw their hands in. All right, that's enough of the jokes now. Otherwise, you'll all be fucking doing it and then bringing up food. Food's fucking jokes about food or something. Then it said, if someone was being annoying up here, we say, take a run up my ribs. Oh, I've never heard of that one. They're not surprised when I told a leopard joke once, he laughed his head off. Fuck's sake. You two can just do these jokes to yourselves. Nah, I'm joking. All right, Aaron. You said, any info on the online knife delivery ban? I heard it's not happening now. I've not heard anything new about it. Oh, that's good, Liam. Things what exactly some thick willow branches would do. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're long enough, don't cost anything to do. Easily replaceable, don't leave any sort of dirty residues or anything, you know what I mean? And they can be cut to size without fucking about. Things sort of said another cheating, that would just be using a kind of basket weave technique to make something like a wicker kind of. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. Right, that's my coffee done. Let's get your merchandise in. Jumbo Sabu said, Leper went to a prostitute. When it was time to pay, he said, keep the tip. Right, did you just make that one up? That was quite good. Richard said, watched the Ring tape a while ago. Then some woman called, said she would visit me in 7 days. Been 3 weeks now. I'm slightly heartbroken. Did you get rid of your telly or something after it happened? I might do a video tomorrow. Might do the Mace tests if I get time. Weapons after. No, I know that one, but didn't say it as you said. Stop the jokes. I'm so rude. No, mate. Used to tell that one primary school. Right. If anyone's got any new leopard jokes, you can put them in, but then stop soon. Then he said, "Lepers and food. What do you call a leper having a bath? Porridge." To be honest, I don't mind the jokes quite so much at the very end of the stream because I've done enough talking tonight already. It's just when it happens at the very beginning of the fucking stream, I'm just stuck without saying anything. So, man, do you remember the old days when the Big Fight Live was on ITV? Nigel Benn, Prince Nazim, yeah, Chris Eubank. Yeah, good old days, they was, weren't they? I thought we were going to have a little bit of a resurgence of that soon, recently, when Dave started showing the boxing, and old David A was going to do his thing on Dave, didn't he? Then they stopped again, didn't they? But yeah, I miss them. Yeah, it was good to see the proper big boxing matches, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember all that. Sort of combining food and joke. Yeah. Well, you can always rely on Zed to fill the quotas for. Right, Marcus said, "Are you streaming tomorrow?" Yes, yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. But I've got no reason I wouldn't be anyway. Do you know what I mean? Not at the minute, unless someone asked me to go out tomorrow night. At the minute, I'm not. But if I do, I'll let you know. But yeah, Leonard, I should be streaming tomorrow. I've got plans to. Number taboo should I saying leopard jokes? Mine are so bad, nobody catches on. Irish was how does a leopard get on a horse? He throws his leg over. Fuck's sake. Mark said Soma won't need have to pay through the nose for sport and football. Oh, I thought he was doing a leopard joke, Ben. I was reading that out as a joke. But he wasn't. I just saw the nose bit. Fuck's sake. Rob said, "Bus full of lepers crashed on the A1. The police are looking into the matter." British Bulldog said he might be live tomorrow. Liam, you doing a stream in the day? Yeah, you're going to do one about a couple of hours before mine, ain't you? So I'll be on yours. Yeah, I'm going to try and maybe tomorrow I might start this DVD thing. So I may have to watch. Did someone ask me earlier, didn't they? Am I watching a film later? It might have been Leonard. I saw it and didn't read it out. I might watch a film tonight ready for this film series that we're going to do. And what I might do, it might be like it'll be like a film recommendation thing, but at the same time, I'm going to tell you what my favourite bit of the film was, my favourite bit of the music, the bit I disliked the most, and that. And then you can all tell me your bits that you didn't like, did like, blah, blah, blah. You know, we can have a discussion about it. And then at the end, I'll say, right, next week's film's going to be whatever, and you'll have a week to watch it. Yeah. We might even have people pick the category. I'm not sure at the minute, Leonard. I'd have to wait until I don't actually know what film I'm going to watch until I look on my thing. Look on my hard drive. Don't matter. Do you ever go to car boots? Occasionally, but not very often. The fucking ones around here are terrible now. You literally get nothing really. Last car boot sale I went to, I got that digital photo frame. Oh, and a tripod. Weapons, I said, yeah, don't know the time. Still weird for me. I'm not working tomorrow. I'll do a Twitter message and YouTube announcement when I know when I'll be streaming. I want to do an earlier one for people in different time zones. And to let us know what film, Mike. Seems like, do you like that platform video? Yeah, I watched it. That was quite interesting, wasn't it? The old Irish bloke, yeah. Yeah, it was good. JBO said, I was in home base by the wood section, and this fella came up to me and asked if I wanted decking. Luckily, I got the first punch in. Someone's already done that one on here. Zed, you're getting told off there. All right. John said, saw a leper in a restaurant yesterday. It wasn't him that made me sick. It was a man behind him dipping his chips in the back of his neck. That's great. Then said, I'm keen for a film thing, Mike. That would be great. Yeah, I might do that tomorrow. Dad said, I expected that last one may get deleted. Lol. Oh, Objects History's on. You right, mate? I was going to say, just before we finish. I'll be off about 10 minutes. Yeah, happy Friday, mate. Catching just a bit of the chat while I finish in work, then off to learn a 2-dagger form from my sensei. Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be good. Snowman White, did you accept gifts? Sadly not, mate, because I sort of got, after getting sent something completely, you know, someone tried to send me something in a perfectly good way. They thought they was doing me a favour, but nearly got me arrested potentially and got me a letter from the customs and shit. And yeah, so I can't really risk it now. Yeah. Slingshot, will you ever be doing outdoor videos like going on trips or something into more remote territory? Yeah, possibly. You know, it's not a no anyway, if you know what I mean. It's just when I get to do it. You've Object History, you've just joined when we're doing, they're all doing bloody leopard jokes. Or just terrible jokes now. Rob said, young lad ran into a bar and asked for a treble whiskey to celebrate his first blowjob. The barman said, wouldn't a pint be in order? And he said, nope, I'll take the treble whiskey to get rid of the taste. Fuck's sake. Fuck you now. So I said, Rob Zombie is finishing his new movie soon. It's supposed to be a follow-up to The Devil's Rejects. I think I remember you mentioning that, Sam. Right, no more jokes. Or I'll be doling out the timeouts. Fucks, yeah. JB has put one on just as I said that. JB should have heard they found an ice cream man dead in his van. They say he was covered in hundreds of thousands. They think he topped himself. Any better? Snowman said, isn't that a Jeffro joke? What, of Jeffro Tull? Right, so yeah, so that DVD review recommendation thing or whatever, yeah, that's what it'll be. It'll be me recommending a film, we'll watch it, and then we discuss it. So you can tell me what your favourite bits was, what bit of music you liked, what your favourite scene was, what your worst one, you know, what you disliked the most about the film. I'll think of as many things like that as I can think of. Favourite line in the film, stuff like that. You know, I don't know. We'll sort something out that's interesting that we can all join in on. Things like, so we live in a society that worships famous people even though they are not nice people in real life. Samuel said you should do a strictly joke stream, Mike. Get it all out of the system. I think so. Except I'll be fucking dying for the whole thing out to read out fucking jokes for fucking 2 hours. Because I don't know how you lot put up with me reading them out. I butchered nearly all of them when I fucking read them. Nearly every Jesus, a joke stream. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how I would put it, Leonard. But yeah, I butcher nearly every single one I read out. I'm gonna have to start reading them out really, really, really badly, and then hopefully everyone will give up. You know, I'll think when someone asks you to do something, do it really badly, and then they won't ask you to do it again. No man said, can you do a video on helmets and armor? Maybe try and make a replica medieval helmet. If I've got the stuff to do it, I will. I will do stuff on armor. I've just done a video about armor, not medieval armor, but I have just done a video on armor. I'm going to do more tests on that armor, and I will do helmet tests and that on the ones I've got. Richard, my jokes are crap for the most part. said, where are you going to put the Kevlar on the helmet at some point? Yeah. I will still do that. Again, I won't do that with that one, but I'll probably, I think Tumbo might have mentioned sending me some at one point. Not that I've asked, but I think I saw in a comment once him mentioning that as like a, just said it. But yeah, eventually I might just buy a cheap, another 20 quid vest with the Patreon money, take that apart and put that on a helmet. So yeah. Slingshot, search for JBL. I don't even know who you're talking about. I mean, someone I don't even know about, I guess. It makes me old. Oh, who's you on about? Oh, Joey Essex. Oh, I don't think no American would know Joey Essex. No. Who could we describe Joey Essex as? Is a reality star. Like he's not as bad as these. Those what's it called? Geordie Shore. Is that an American thing? He's a Geordie Shore type person, if that's American. Then so I just need to watch the news for a joke stream. Yeah, exactly, Leonard. Don't say I should watch Googled videos on helmets. Never again. I'm mentally scarred for life. Fuck's sake. So man said, I think helmets are kind of a neglected subject, especially medieval period ones. I suppose they're not cheap. Cult of Athena have done some good. Yeah. Most of the helmet videos I would do would be the two that Tumbo sent me: a crash helmet, a hard hat, and a bike helmet. I'm going to mod them. So yeah, it won't be nothing, medieval. Sam said, no shit there. Ain't no shit there I was stream. Start by saying no shit there I was. And then someone says a line, and someone else says a line, on. Yeah. I've seen them. Yeah, they're quite good. Jersey Shore, that's it. Jersey Shore. That's it. I think Geordie Shore must be an English one. Yeah. He said, Jumbo Sabu, you're lucky I once tried to find bondage trousers online for a mate. Going to a punk party. My mind is still scarred. Fuck's sake. Things that Warrior said, yeah, but I doubt he would be a complete, yes, but I doubt he would be a complete jerk, unlike Hollywood celebrities. No, that's Joey Essex. I don't know, he's probably not that bad compared to some of the, the big name ones. But yeah, Joey Essex is just like thick as shit. But I suspect that's an act. Weapons End, I thought the only way is Essex was the UK version. Yeah, it could be. I was just trying to think of something that Slingshot Warrior would know. I doubt any American would know any English only TV shows like that. They wouldn't. You'd have to describe to them something, an American equivalent. Jumbo said, don't start going about period helmets. Yeah. Well, that red bike helmet, that could be a period helmet. I've never watched shit like Towie. No, I've never have. But it's so popular, you sort of know about it anyway. I've never ever watched a single episode of it, or even 5 minutes. Slingshot said, I was wondering when I was a little boy, I grew up on Ernest P. Worrell and Pee Wee Herman. What did British people grow up on when it comes to... well, we had the Pee Wee Herman films over here. JBO said, if that's an act, give him an Oscar. He's got less brain cells than a politician, I say. I've only ever seen him on like panel shows. Because it's just, I know what you mean though. He acts so fucking dumb, it makes me think he can't, how could you be that thick? How can you be alive? Must have someone looking after him. He said, Jumbo Taboo, that's a point. Why do they always show tampon adverts around dinner time? I said, the only thing I know about Essex was a Land Rover, a pump action shotgun in 1995. Yeah, Pat Tate. Yeah, that's it. The Essex boy murders, wasn't it? Shootings. Who's Ernest P. Worrell anyway? I probably know who that is, but I don't off the top of my head. SpongeBob, no, that's all right, mate. I'll be on tomorrow. Yeah, Mr. Bean, Monty Python, Wurzel Gummidge. Right, I'm going off in a minute. He wouldn't know any of them names. You might know Mr. Bean and Monty Python. Wurzel Gummidge, definitely not. I doubt. Slingshot Warrior, have you ever heard of Wurzel Gummidge? Oh, like an American Mr. Bean, was it? Burned out rage. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'm going to go off in a minute. I need a fucking break from you lot and the bloody ribs, the rib fiasco. No, I don't have a firearms license. All my stuff's legal without licenses. It was Leonard, wasn't it? That did go quick, actually. Apart from that 15 minutes where we was discussing ribs, was making me want to fucking kill myself. No, no, that did go quick. Hour and a half of it flew by. Yeah, everyone loves a bit of bottom, Snowman. That's my catchphrase. Did you know that? If you've never heard me say that before, that is to do with bottom. Perhaps I've used your own rib standings on, but exactly. 37 likes. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, very nice. Dislikers must not have been in tonight. Yeah. In fact, I'm 2 minutes late, Burned Out Race. Do you like Jack? Yeah, I'll be on again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. As long as I highly doubt I'll be doing anything tomorrow, but there is a small chance I might. But I doubt it, because if I was, I'd already know by now. You know what I mean? Mike Hedgehog. Yeah. We used to have a mate who looks like him. Or was it? Is one of them called Spudgun? Yeah. Mike Hedgehog, Spudgun. One of my mates looked like Spudgun. Exactly like Spudgun, to the point where his name became Spudgun. Exactly the same as him. There is one in it called Spudgun, isn't there? Yeah, Mike from no, not Dolly, but someone's birthday, basically. What's her name? Yeah, I wish. No, someone's birthday tomorrow, so you never know. He might say, do you want to come to the pub? But I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure they would have already said. And plus, I wouldn't be going to the pub, like I said, anyway. Yeah, I remember the two fat slags. That's good. The Viz, I've got a couple of Viz somewhere. Viz Comics. I follow them on Facebook. Get their notifications. Quite funny for the I can't what you call it now. What's their fucking where people write in to Viz? They've got a name. I can't call it now. Someone might know. What's the thing where they get people to write in on Viz? It's got a name that sounds like a normal sort of thing, but it's a play on words. Yeah, it's a similar thing to Top Tips, but it's a letterbox. Is it letterbox? Yeah, letterbox. It might be letterbox, but yeah, so it's not. All right, let's ignore that. Right. I'll watch a film tonight, and then I might be able to tell you what the film is tomorrow. I'll try and watch a film tonight anyway. Because, as I said, I've been up early today. Yeah. All right. Yeah, fuck it. I'll watch a film tonight and tell you tomorrow. Then you can watch that for next week. No, I said I was going to do it tomorrow, didn't I? Whatever. We'll sort something out. All right. See you all later. Thanks for watching. No, 9 o'clock at night. Burned Out Rage. Fuck that. I won't be up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I ain't that eager to wake up. See you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, tomorrow at 9 o'clock at night. Same time as tonight. Right. See you all later. Thanks for watching.